Fiorentini. £70 million man.
Whoa! What? Excuse me. Can we have our ball back, please?
Hello and welcome back to Got Your Boots On, the weekly football show where we discuss the last week of football from the good, the bad and everything in between. This week we start with the Premier League. Coming into the week, Spurs were in first and their first task to stay top was to beat Liverpool. It was the normal one versus the special one. Whose team could come out on top? Liverpool started off the game strongest and were rewarded with a bit of luck as Mo Salah's shot deflected off Dyer and landed in the back of the net. Less than 10 minutes later though, Spurs equalised out of absolutely nowhere as Son ran onto a through ball and slotted it home coolly. From then on the game was a lot more even and to be quite frank, Spurs should have taken the lead. However, the game galloped on and looked like it would end as a 1-1 stalemate. However, a last minute corner could change it all. Robertson crossed the ball in and Firmino leapt like a salmon and headed the ball into the back of the net to win the game 2-1 and send Liverpool to the top of the league. However, the best thing about the goal was Tim Sherwood's comments.
Not too worried about these corners. I mean, it might come back to bite me here, but I think Tottenham have got the dominancy in the air there, so not sure anyone can get the head on the first ball for Liverpool, apart from that one.
So, Liverpool took the win and now sat 3 points clear at the top. On Saturday, Liverpool would only need a draw to make sure they're Christmas number 1. And oh boy, did they not play for a draw against Crystal Palace. The beast was seriously unleashed. Liverpool opened the scoring after just 3 minutes through Minamino for his first Premier League goal, and it clearly meant a lot to him. Half an hour later and Liverpool doubled their lead. This time Sadio Mane was the scorer and he brought out a special celebration for his fan Lee for his granddad. What a lovely act from Sadio. Just before half-time, Liverpool seemed to put the game to bed. This time Roberto Firmino scored with a great first touch and then a second cool finish. Despite it being 3-0 at half-time, the game had actually been quite close. After half-time though, Liverpool stepped it up again and just 7 minutes into the half, Liverpool scored a fourth. This time, Captain Henderson finding the net with a great finish. After the fourth, Jurgen Klopp decided to bring on Salah, which to Palace fans must have been like being kicked when you're already down. And for fantasy managers like me who'd made him captain, maybe there was a chance of a few points. And Salah looked like he had a point to prove when he came on. And he made short work of the Palace defence, firstly threading through a perfect ball to Roberto Firmino for his second of the game. Then Salah went on to score from a corner and finally to top off a top performance, Salah cut in from the right and sent a ballistic rocket to make it 7-0. Liverpool will be number 1 at Christmas. This game was the biggest away win for Liverpool in Premier League history. It was also the first time that a Premier League team had conceded 7 in one game and scored 7 in one game in a season. For the first time in Premier League history, we saw 7 different players register an assist for a team in a match. And more surprising fact was that for the first time in Premier League history, all 3 of Salah, Mane and Firmino all scored and assisted in the game. And Liverpool are now the first side to spend 3 consecutive Christmases at the top of the English League since they achieved this feat from 1978 to 1980. So how far will the rest of the pack be off Liverpool at Christmas? Spurs and Leicester met on Sunday with the winner of the game going to go second. And looks like Bottle Job Spurs are back as Leicester comfortably beat them 2-0 thanks to an own goal and a goal from Vardy. Spurs' title race lasted as long as my little toe, and they went from 1st to 4th quicker than London did under the new tier system. However, they would fall even further to 5th with a surprise side, Man U. For all the criticism Ole and Man U have received, they're actually the closest team to Liverpool, sitting in 3rd on 26 points but with a game in hand that could put them within less than a win away from Liverpool. And this week they actually showed their credentials. I can't believe I've just said that. They started on Thursday by beating bottom of the league Sheffield 3-2. It actually set a record for United, who are the first team in Premier League history to win 6 away games in a row after conceding the first goal in each game. It also meant that United are the first team in Premier League history to have gained 1,000 points away from home. However, on Sunday, United put down a serious marker that they are in the title race as they destroyed Leeds 6-2. Had the United fans been in the stadium, most would have missed the first 2 goals as McTominay scored both within the first 3 minutes. It was an absolutely wild start, I'm not going to lie. United went into half-time 4-1 up after goals from talisman Bruno Fernandes and an unusual scorer Lindelof scored for the United. In the second half, United would add more thanks to a pen and a goal from Dan James. With so many goals in the Prem this week and so many good ones, I thought I'd pick my goal of the week and give the first ever Guyabo Goal of the Week. What a prestigious award. And this week's winner is Sebastian Haller with an unbelievable overhead kick. Whoo! What a goal to win our first Guyabo. In other Premier League news this week, West Brom sacked Bilic after their 1-1 draw with Manchester City. It just proves how big West Brom are these days. However, who would they get to replace him? I have exclusive footage of the West Brom chairman calling up the replacement.
I know the man for the job. Sammy, you old slag. It's the Brentmeister General.
So yes, Sam Allardyce will be taking charge of the Baggies, which means we might as well rule them out of relegation right now. Big Sam just has a way. Moving on across the water to Europe, where this week Lionel Messi equalled the legendary Pele's record for most goals for a single club as he netted his 643rd goal for Barca in a 2-2 draw with Valencia. In Serie A this week, Rafael Leao scored the league's fastest goal ever as he netted for AC Milan after only 6.2 seconds. That's faster than Usain Bolt to run 100 metres, and he's rapid. The goal helped AC Milan win 2-1 to stay top of the league. Now it's getting to the very end of the year, which means it's award season, and this week we saw the FIFA Best Awards. The Pukas Award went to Heung-min Son for that goal against Burnley. Jurgen Klopp surprisingly won the Best Coach Award for the second year in a row. Don't get me wrong, he's ended a 30-year hit and had a great year, but surely Hans-Dieter Flick deserved it after he was winning like a trophy every week for Bayern. However, Bayern players did take some awards. The best goalkeeper went to Manuel Neuer, and in the World 11 there was 3 Bayern players and Thiago. The World 11 was Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Sergio Ramos, Van Dijk, Alphonso Davies, De Bruyne, Thiago, Joshua Kimmich, Lionel Messi, Lewandowski, and of course Cristiano Ronaldo. The big award of the night went to Robert Lewandowski, who truly deserves it after an unbelievable season. For the women's side of the game, England superstar Lucy Bronze won the Best Player of the Year, and the Women's Coach of the Year is soon-to-be England manager Serena Wiegman. Congratulations to all the winners. Also this week saw the BBC Sports Personality of the Year awards. Now this covers all sports, but football did show up a lot. Marcus Rashford won the Expert Panel Special Award for all the great things he's done off the pitch. Jurgen Klopp picked up his second award of the week as he won Coach of the Year. Jurgen is winning trophies for fun at the minute. Liverpool also picked up a trophy as they won Team of the Year, and the big award of the night, the sports personality saw Jordan Henderson come runner-up behind Lewis Hamilton. Not much Henderson could have done to win the award, especially after the record-breaking year Lewis has had. Now it's time for some fun on social media. Now Arsenal aren't having a great time, and this week they were the butt of all the jokes on social media. Check out these. 3 rules: no wishing for death, no falling in love, no bringing back dead people. I wish Arsenal could win the Prem and Champions League this year. There are 4 rules. I wanted to make a joke, but this is already the joke. Finally, I'll leave you with this. If you're a superstar like Jack Grealish and are called to court, you need to find a way to get into court without getting caught by the paparazzi. And that's exactly what Grealish did with this fake driver. Check this out. And that's all we have for this week. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, and why not share this video on social media? Tell us what you thought of this week's football in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, why not hit that subscribe button for more football videos every week? If you subscribed and mint like that, make sure you also click that bell button so you don't miss any new videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon with another football video.